You're watching the Battered Fans Network.
The heroes are back. Beards talking balls, rapping pink and black. Coming live from the 305, it's official tissue. The Battered Fan, Chris and Dan, weekly rocking with you. We talk Messi, Boosie, Jordy, Lucho, the Fat Four, to Ben Cram, Noah, Ruiz, Fred. What more could you ask for? Tighten up and get ready, listen in on the pod. Solana and X in Espanol, just to even the odds. Breakdowns and gas bagging, join the tribe and just vibe. Free 99, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't hesitate, say what's up, go ahead and come in. No question about it, I'm ready to get hurt again.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Chris, the Heroes are back. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 457 of the Battered Heroes podcast. I'm your host, David Garan, and alongside me, as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
We're just a couple days closer to Turkey Day. Well, a day closer to Turkey Day and a couple days from beating the stuffing out of NYCFC.
Oh, well done there, sir. Well done. Well done. Yes, we are coming up on our Eastern Conference final debut. First time we ever make it this far. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be at the stadium. I already paid $1 million for parking earlier today. But I'm looking forward to it. So, as we usually start off in these preview shows, we got the game coming up Saturday, 6 o'clock. Shout out to everybody. So, somebody from Punjab was on here watching live earlier. Chris, starting 11. Who do you think is going to be in the starting 11? Equipo que gana no se toca, or what?
No, that's exactly the way it should be. The same squad has to start. There's no way we should be making changes this deep into the playoff run. It has to stay that way. And shout out to my son down here at Battered Herons, Chris' son, saying, "You suck, Danny."
You know what's funny? Because I was trying to read that. I was like, what the hell does that say? Chrisen? Okay, Chris.
No,
son.
Battered Herons, Chris' son.
Chris' son. Okay, I got it. Campana sucks. All right. And shout out to EMZ for finally subscribing. So shout out to you from Massachusetts. So that's shout out to everybody. All right. Chris, so starting 11, not much to discuss. Same 11. If Frey is healthy, do they start Frey or do they keep Chelo?
Well, I saw today that he was actually practicing individually from the team. So I think at this point he is not quote unquote ready, unless that's just Inter Miami not trying to play their cards, and they're probably gonna, pull the rabbit out of the hat and just start him. I don't know. I think that against NYCFC, is it fair to say you can afford to not play Frey, or is it just we got to play him no matter what?
No, that's interesting. I mean, after we look, the attack that we're facing this Saturday, in my opinion, is nowhere near the attack that we played against last Saturday with Evander, Brenner, and Denke. We were able to get through that without Frey. And like I've said a bunch of times, I think that Chelo is a good starter. He's not as good as Frey, but I think he's a good starter. So, and shout out to One More One Goal, Campesito shirt, Danny. Yes, fueled by Campesito y Football. Oh, which thank you for the transition there. I almost forgot to mention batterfans.com, 25% off with promo code Black Friday 25. So make sure that you join in and jump in and get all your villains and playoffs into Miami, all that other stuff. All right, so not too much to talk about here. Starting 11, we think it's going to be the same. The vibes are high. We're playing at home. 6 o'clock start. I mean, is there anything you want to touch on before we get into the actual preview with our guest?
Well, I mean, Studio is saying Frey is going to play tomorrow. From your mouth to God's ears, he plays tomorrow because obviously Frey is substantially better than Chelo Weigand. But we've always said here, Weigand is a good backup, right? So I don't have a really...
It's just that Frey's better.
Yeah, I mean... yeah, on some teams, he's a good starter. Right now in Inter Miami, he's not. Shout out to Suresh saying what's up. And he moved to Switzerland, and he's watching us from there. Shout out to you, my friend. Nice move. Nice.
Absolutely. And then
night game is super hype.
It's Saturday. 0 to 100. What are the chances that Luis Suarez starts? 0 to 100%.
I'd say it's probably got to. I mean, it's got to be tickling Mascherano a little bit. So I'd say like a 10%, just because like Suarez is Suarez. Like I don't think that it's clear cut that Silvetti in Mascherano's mind should start, because again, you can't take away who Suarez is and what he is for the team. No, I mean, I get that Matteo Silvetti has been good, but you obviously have to add on Allende. He's been fantastic too.
Soccer Daddy said 30. One goes to 0. I'm gonna go 25. I think a 1 in 4 chance. I'd say 25%. I think there's a chance. The way things have been going, I don't know, but I think there's a chance. I think there's a real chance. All right.
Look at the guest just trolling us in the backstage.
We're gonna go ahead and we do have a guest. Now, for those of you that have been with us for a while, you do know that I have a cousin that is a diehard NYCFC supporter. We brought him up as a topic a couple months ago, and we started the hashtag, which a lot of you guys ran out and started writing, Manny, you suck. And because this is such a big game, it's Thanksgiving, right? Very family time. Figured, why not bring my cousin over to let everybody else let him know, Manny, you suck in the chat. Please, let him have it. We could was it what was it? Was it? Oh my God!
Is it 145 them?
145.
145
them if you want. Yeah. All good times here. Before we bring him on, he's making his podcasting debut. So without further ado, Mr. Manny, you suck himself. Let's see. Let's get him on here.
Yeah. Manny sucks. You guys are just rooting for the wrong goat, man. I'm telling you right now. What's up, gentlemen? What's up? Let's have some fun.
Came in guns blazing.
What's going on, Manny? Oh no! Look at this. You came in and already it's just.
I could imagine the chat is showing me some love.
Man, with the Pinaldo's vomit faces here.
I had to. I gotta tell you. I got this jersey, I don't know, probably at least like 5 or 6 years ago. And this is the first time I'm actually wearing it. And I'm like, there's going to be a time and place where I'm going to wear this jersey, because it's been in the back of my closet for 5 or 6 years. And perfectly enough, it's right now. So
there you go.
And have fun reading the chat after this.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Look, I mean, people are getting a kick out of him. And my son is asking you to switch jerseys. Even though my son sometimes watches Ronaldo stuff, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
You're not supposed to put him out there.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, so Manny. Oh, we have some people coming to his defense.
Yeah. All right, my girlfriend. Look at that. Nice.
All right, so NYCFC, they had a decent year. Alonso Martinez, I thought, would be in the race for Golden Boot before the season started. He had a good year. You guys got Nico. Matt Freese has been who Matt Freese is, probably the best goalie in the league right now. But because of the injuries, you guys upset Philadelphia, which nobody was expecting you to do. As a fan, are you already satisfied? Is this already a successful season? Are you going in there but like, okay, if we win, that's great. But if we lose, it's already a successful season?
Right. So I got to tell you, last year, the biggest issue I had with that team was that we constantly blew late leads. I think there was I could count them at least 11 or 12 games where we were looking great, and then the last 10 minutes we either tied or lost the game, and that cost us dearly going into the playoffs, conference semifinal, and fell up short. Going into this season, we made no improvement whatsoever, no signings, just head coach signing. So I was feeling not the best. And then after the first game, which I was there, Danny, I always send you the same picture of Martinez fucking coming to give me a kiss and shit. He basically, I was like, yeah, we were supposed to win that game. Messi, last minute, tie the game. And I said, yeah, this is going to be the same team. I'm thinking 6-7 seed. The fact that we're in the conference final is just, that's insane to me. I was very, very I was nervous about the Charlotte series. NYCFC played amazing. They got out, and then you go into Philly without our best players. And I'm thinking, yeah, this is, that was fun. Same thing, semifinals. I'm thinking hopefully we make some signings. And again, another surprise with this team. They're just very resilient. So yeah, we're playing with house money right now. I would say it's a very great season. Surely enough, I'm gonna watch them on Saturday. It's the last game of the season, whether they win or lose. They made it to November. I can't ask for any more, honestly. So I would say it's a great season, especially for our rookie coach Jensen, who I think is actually our biggest. He definitely should be a top 3 coach for MLS, in my opinion. He definitely has the team playing a certain different way. I feel like they could match off anybody. Very competitive. So looking forward to the future. I could say that for sure with this
What's
team.
the strongest part of NYCFC? Is it the offense, the attack, the defense?
That's the interesting thing about this team is that you look at the roster and there's a handful of teams that have much better talent, right? Or more experience, whatever you want to say. But this group specifically, they have players that fit the philosophy, I would say, of what Jensen wants. We could play back 4. We could play a back 3. You want 2 in the middle. You want 3 in the middle. We want to attack from the wings. You have Alonso Martinez. You want to go counterattack. We could play counterattack. We want to play defensive. We'll play defensive. This team just has everyone that has bought into the system, and pretty much, they're whatever their potential was, they're reaching it. At least not for this thriving. My brother says, "What's up?" So this bunch, they're not the most talented. Like going into this game of Inter Miami, they're not the most talented team. Obviously, they look like they're gonna be outclassed, and yet I feel like this team alone could potentially pull off another upset in these playoffs.
Well, because nobody was expecting it against
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia
And Danny,
after Martinez went down.
No,
and
no,
not
and
only
the thing
that,
is not
Danny,
even.
but
It's. Go ahead, Chris.
no, I was gonna say, I was just gonna reflect on that because I feel like NYCFC plays a little bit more cohesive as a team than Cincinnati does. And not only that, Danny, but like, tell me if I'm wrong here, but NYCFC's been in it to win it for the last couple years pretty consistently. No?
Right. And that's, I mean, I'm very grateful. My sports life, I'm like always like my teams. If we make the playoffs, I'm like happy. I'm like crying. This team, this is their 3rd Eastern Conference Finals in the last 4 seasons. 21, 22, and now this season, or 4 years. They're growing. They've built this culture now where like this is the expectations now. So it's for, as a fan, I'm like, wow, we made it. We're thrilled. I think for the players, Maxi Morales especially, this is just the expectation. This is just like, hey guys, this is who we are. We're gonna get here, and now let's moving forward. Like these are the big games now. Let's do our thing, stick to who we are, let's play, and that seems to be the culture of this team, and I'm all for it.
Well, and now as Danny has a literal ambulance driving right next to him, in between him and McDonald's, there is a national emergency there. And
by the way, I decided to do this in my backyard so I could use the McDonald's Wi-Fi. Just
wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What?
My Wi-Fi was crap last
I'm
time.
actually
McDonald's Wi-Fi.
I actually am a little more nervous about this matchup, Danny and Manny, than the matchup against Cincinnati, because I feel like
you're full of crap.
Good.
I don't believe you 1 second.
I'm gonna say that because we haven't had great success against NYCFC either, Danny. Like we beat them with Pozuelo. Okay, we won this year, but like before that, hasn't been fun.
Their ass this
I mean,
year.
the trajectory. Yes, we kicked their ass. The trajectory has been better because we've had a couple ties and then we won. So that makes me feel better, right? It's not as bad as
definitely
Cincinnati,
better with Messi for sure. Definitely better with Messi.
Absolutely. Yes.
Definitely.
And then who's podcasting inside a hospital? No, I decided, like I said,
right here.
Everybody was killing me for my Wi-Fi service yesterday, so I decided to come outside the
goodness.
backyard and then just use the McDonald's Wi-Fi, which is working great. At least I think so. You guys let me know. I think it's working great. Danny, please invite him out after this weekend. We want to show his. So they want to see him on.
No,
and
no,
then
no,
just,
man.
And then just Manny referred to a picture that he sends in the group chat a lot. This is the picture that
Yeah, look at
NYCFC posted.
that. Oh
There's
man, what a
Alonso
moment.
Martinez, and then you see Manny's
What a moment.
scrub ass right there standing up. Yeah, and then NYCFC is the one that posted it. So
If
Manny
it
was
wasn't
really
for that
hyped
little,
about
you
it.
see a little kid right there. It wasn't for him there. I was definitely gonna jump down and actually no, I should just push that kid to the side so I could fucking hug this guy. That's the best player that we're missing, unfortunately.
For sure. Just
But it was great. It
stone
was
arm
great.
that kid.
Well, if he was available, I think I'd feel a little different. I'd still think that Miami wins, but but because he's injured, I don't know. I feel like Miami should be the overwhelming favorites to win this game. Who would you say is an X factor in this game?
For the overall game or for NYCFC side? For the overall game, I mean, it would be stupid not to say Messi, of course, because of the level he's on.
No, for NYCFC.
For NYCFC, gotcha.
Yeah.
So definitely everyone's probably going to point out either Freeze, who's,
or Nico.
I mean, him or Nico. Freeze is arguably the best goalkeeper in MLS. He's going to start for USA next summer here. Yep. And Nico, I mean, his signing since the midway through the season, he came in, the offense just took another level. Chris, I was watching a podcast. I didn't realize you were on it. I was surprised when I heard your voice. You touched up on that, and I completely agree with that. It's going to be that matchup between Alba and Gray on that side of the field. A lot of stuff happens in the midfield. I imagine NYCFC is going to build a whole game plan constructed just shutting down Messi and him scanning the field and the wingers or the attackers that Miami have. Suarez, if he stays on the bench, then you guys are looking great because Messi has fresh legs. He has, however, NYCFC's offense, this whole playoffs, Gray has been an anchor on our backfield, and he's not afraid to take the ball up. He's one that he always wins the 50-50 balls. He'll clear it, or he'll send it to Nico or Maxi. Or he will take the ball up forward, find the space, and make the right pass to help the defense feels the pressure, and next thing you know, Nico has a window or Maxi has a window, and the defense just collapses. Alba does about the same thing. A lot of what Messi is doing right now, they might forget that Alba is also a stud. He's running up and down the field, creating the crosses, creating the passes, the key. I think that matchup alone, the pace between them both, and the ability of them to really pass the ball, open the field for the rest of their teammates, I think that matchup is very important. I think whoever could win that matchup is going to really expand the offense for their own team, and that's going to create a lot of problems for either NYCFC if Alba is just having a field day on Gray or winning those 50-50 balls. Same thing for Inter Miami. If Alba is struggling with Gray, it's going to really open a lot of chances for NYCFC, and it's going to become a more of an interesting game. I think that's the biggest. That's the key to me personally. I think that's the key right there. The game is, that side of the pitch.
I wanted to mention something, Danny, before you. Yeah. I'm gonna jump in just because what you're talking about, Manny, is the I guess the MLS Moves podcast I was on with him, previewing NYCFC.
It was great, by the way, guys.
Loner
It was
says,
really great.
I appreciate it. I haven't even seen it, but apparently the Loner says people in the chat are literally annihilating me for my, I guess, expertise or lack thereof. They can all suck it. How about that?
Fair.
Okay.
How about that, Danny?
When you go on other shows, you're supposed to promote our show. You're supposed to make people want to come over here.
No, that's true,
I did promote our show. I said to come on to the Batter Herons podcast. I even sent them to the MLS show.
All right. So it was an interesting point that Manny brought up, and I guess that Chris brought up on the show. I haven't watched it either. The Gray Alba point. Now, the positive thing is that if they don't start Luis Suarez and they stick with Svelti on the left side as the left winger, Alba doesn't have as much pressure pushing up. He hasn't pushed up as much when Svelti's been there, which has helped us out defensively because he doesn't leave that space in behind him as much. He still makes those overlapping runs, but he is more particular about when he does it. He doesn't do it every single possession, right? Now if he sees the opportunity, sees the opening, and he goes and attacks it, but it's not every single possession. So he doesn't leave as much space in behind him. So I think that's going to help in that in that matchup between him and Gray. And because of that, I think that if that is the X factor, like you said, that's a positive for us, because I think that's going to help us and go a long way. Because once Svelti is on that left side, that left flank isn't always filled by Jordi Alba. When it's anybody else, remember, Robert Taylor used to be there. Robert Taylor would disappear because Jordi Alba owned that left side. But with Svelti, he I don't know if he trusts him or Mascherano came and told him not to do it, whatever it may be. Since Svelti's been up there, Jordi Alba's been sitting back a little more, and that's helped out our defense a lot. I mean, 2 clean sheets in a row. Is that the first time we do that all year? Not only was it playoff games, but I want to say that's the first time we get 2 clean sheets in a row all year. So it's definitely helped. I'm not saying that's the only thing that's helped. I think the fact that Sam Surge sucks also helped. But, defensively, we've been much better. And shout out to Amy Rodriguez. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Happy born day tomorrow.
Spending your birthday with us. And happy birthday to Solana. Solana's celebrating his 40th today also. So shout out to Solana. That is celebrating his 40th birthday today. All right, Manny.
Yes, sir.
As far as the tactics that NYCFC uses, do they press high? Do they sit back? Like, I know that it might be a little different home and away, because at home they have obviously a more narrow pitch. But when they're away from home, when they're playing outside of Yankee Stadium, what could we expect? Are they pressing the defense high? Are they sitting back? Is it a mid? Like, what are we looking at here on Saturday?
So that's a good question. So that's the beauty of, again, I give all the credit to Jensen, Coach Jensen. He is someone. So our formation, I would imagine, for this particular matchup, I think we're going to become a little more defensive. So we might play maybe like a 5-4-1, or we might play a 3-2, or
wing back. Okay.
Yeah, potentially. The thing is, last game, because of Pereira being out, interesting enough, he put O'Toole into midfield. I thought it was going to be Hack. Hack has always been a center defensive midfielder. He got pushed back with Thiago Martins, and O'Toole filled in, and they got I forgot his name already, but our backup, he's the Brazilian. I butchered his name, but he came in and he just, he played one hell of a game. It's going to be hard to put him back on the bench, but we have to, because we're going to have O'Neal back. I would imagine they want to press to start the game. You don't want Miami to get comfortable. You don't want Messi to get, scan the field again. You don't want to see him just finding ways early, get comfortable in the game. So they might press to begin the game. They might get a bit physical with the players, because, you want to really, it's an emotional game, right, guys? Like NYCFC, they're playing for pride, and they're playing for their key guys being out, Keane Parks, Alonso, and Pereira. And then for Inter Miami side, you got Alba and Busquets, who could be playing their last game, really. That's up there. So a lot of emotions might be high. NYCFC are kind of a physical group. They do get in your face. They do commit the hard fouls at times. So we could expect that. If they're going to come out with that intensity, then, in my opinion, I think the game will come down to those first 15 to 30 minutes. It'll be very telling how, if Miami's going to be very aggressive, is NYCFC going to continue the press, or are they going to adapt? That's another thing of Jensen, is that he has a plan A. Here's the game plan, guys. The second that is not going well, all right, we're going to go with a plan B, and I have a plan C and D as well. I'm not afraid to make the substitutions. If this guy is not doing it, he's not holding down for me in the first 10 minutes, guess what? You're out. I got to put this guy in. That's the beauty of Jensen. So that's why I say in this matchup, it's at least from the coaching standpoint, that is our greatest strength. That might put some pressure on Mascherano if he has to actually make some adjustments in the game. That is something to keep an eye on. I don't think Inter Miami shouldn't. I mean, they should not. How can I say this? They shouldn't really. They should just play their style the way they're playing. Just stick to it. If NYC is going to make the game very uncomfortable and is going to force Mascherano to make some substitutions, then that's where NYCFC kind of got the upper hand, and now they're going to start adjusting and Inter Miami
Yeah.
at that point might have to adjust it.
Inter Miami
NYCFC's game plan,
generally,
which is possession, tempo. They want to dictate the pace. Yeah.
and Inter Miami generally press high early. They try to score early, um, and they really don't
Yeah.
change too much. What they do is they protect the lead. Once it gets to the 65th minute, they'll start subbing Toto Aviles for a midfielder or a wing,
Right.
and then they'll start defending a little more late in the game. But they don't change up too much. Chris?
Well, let me mention something here. In the last 3 games that we've won, and I mentioned this on the MLS Moves podcast, but I guess zero ball knowledge here. We scored first in each of those games in the 10-minute mark, in the 19th minute mark twice. So first goal is absolutely key here. Like that is going to be the trendsetter. And obviously, since we're
I
playing
agree.
at home, I think the likelihood of us
I
scoring
agree.
first is going to be high. But again, I see NYCFC as the kind of team that doesn't really lose the wind like Cincinnati did when we first scored against them.
Oh yeah, Cincinnati.
The-
Their morale
I-
dropped.
I gotta tell you guys, Cincinnati, man, Miami, that was a no-brainer in my
It's
opinion.
fake.
Cincinnati's a club. I mean, they have an awesome fan base, but that's pretty much it. I know they've been first seed. I get what they've done the last couple of years, and it's great. But Cincinnati, to me, is a team that when they reach the games, like it's the moment, the lights are as bright as it could be, they fold and they like a chair and get thrown to the back of the locker room. That's a team that they time and time again they've proven it. When the moments matter, they crumble. So
Like the Knicks.
yeah, like the Knicks.
I mean, what
Yeah.
are we doing, Danny? What about Brooklyn? They ended up folding like a chair. Kevin Durant stepped all over the line.
Listen,
What are
man.
we doing?
Listen, man. It was on the line. You know, we got past that, Chris, man. We got past that already, all right?
I mean, here Danny's
All right.
throwing shots.
Hey.
Like 5 years ago, you were wearing the orange and blue, baby. Like, what's going on here?
Manny, hypothetically, let's say you are a degenerate gambler, which I believe
Yes,
you are.
sir.
But let's say hypothetically you are a degenerate gambler, and you decide to bet the house on Miami on Saturday. You're like, I'm gonna bet the house, the car, the baby, the dog, everything. Rex, everything is getting put on the line. And then Saturday morning comes, and then you start getting a little worried. Ooh, that was a bad idea, but I can't take
Yeah.
the bet back. So you go ahead and you drive over to Chase Stadium. You find Mascherano because for some reason you have access to him. You walk up to him and you whisper in his ear, "This is how you're gonna beat NYCFC." What are you telling him?
Oh man. Just dude, whatever you paid the refs, man, like that. I don't know. There's 2 zeros to it.
Without paying the
Yeah.
rest. Without paying the rest.
So what I would tell Mascherano is this: listen, first 15 minutes. Well, first of all, Luis Suarez, don't look at him. Like
start
where
him.
he's gonna sit, don't look at him. Don't bother putting him into the game at all. I don't care. He sits over there. All right. Doesn't play the doesn't touch the field. All right. You could show up in a
Alright.
tuxedo for all that matter. So Luis Suarez, don't put him in.
All right.
If you want to beat NYCFC, this group has a lot of belief. They feel like they could definitely win it all, with or without with their main guys. So in order to disrupt that, in order to break that belief, high press, all right, you have to win the 50-50 balls. NYCFC, like I said earlier, they're very physical. They could get under your skin. They like to play that type of. If they realize the physicality is not there, they like to play the mental game. They like to get under your skin. They like to draw fouls. They like to accumulate those cards for the opposing team. Inter Miami, don't let the emotions get there. Play your game. Always find number 10 on the field. Give him the space. Find him. Make the runs. And on crosses, I'm telling you, the more bodies you put into the box when you're attacking, the more chaos it becomes. Freeze doesn't have that window to really react with that many bodies. Philadelphia last game and Charlotte as well. Their set pieces were very dangerous. Freeze was playing an incredible game. That's one of the greatest performances I've seen from a goalkeeper, period.
NYCFC's got mad
He
short
was
people.
the guy. He was the guy. He was the MVP of that game, hands down. But as I say that, that's because he's defending like 10 or 12 shots being kicked directly at him. He's going to need to do that again. Is that going to happen again? you don't want to put a goalkeeper all the time in that situation. So as long as you're able to dictate the pace, all right, find number 10, make Savelti and I'm assuming they're gonna start Savelti
I
and
would hope so.
Allende. This is yeah. Um, do your thing, do your cuts. They're doing a great job of, I believe this what Savetti said, that all he does is just listen to whatever Messi says, he just does it.
Yeah.
Like he's just
I mean,
listen,
that's the way to
that
do
awesome.
it.
Do it. That's the way to do it. Like you don't know more than anybody than that guy. When that guy speaks, you do it. So stick to just stick to your game plan. Don't fall into the emotional trap that NYCFC. I knowing this team, that's what they're gonna try to do. They're gonna try to get under their skin. Once they see the team's a bit rattled, then they're gonna start playing their game. You don't fall into that trap. Stick to what you know. Score early. Once you score early, you're gonna put all that pressure on NYCFC. They feel like yes, they need to now press more. They need to attack more. They can't settle. They can't get comfortable. Once you do that, the game could rapidly get ugly, like the Cincinnati one. I hope not,
Yeah.
but it could very much turn into a situation like that because Messi. There's a crazy stat I saw from what was it? He has like 22 or like 20
Goal
something
contributions
goals.
of the last 25 in the last like 5 games or 7 games.
Yeah, yeah. People are saying that that's insane, and I'm like, I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at Messi, like in Barcelona, that's the type of numbers he was doing every weekend, basically.
But since he got to Miami, that's the hardest streak.
This is the hottest he's been. Yeah, he got hot
Yeah.
at the right time. It's
Yeah.
the perfect time. So this is more of this game is more of like NYCFC and what can they do to try to slow down this new offense that just clicked at the perfect time, which is the playoffs. Like they just caught fire. I think actually since the 4-0 that they beat NYCFC, I think Messi has just he went up back to Barcelona. Messi, with this, the assists and the goals and everything. Pretty much, I think it was that game that just sparked this run for Inter Miami. So that's what you want to do. You want to press and don't fall into the emotional. Don't fall into the the little elbows and the dirty little fouls here and there. You don't want to fall into that.
Rodrigo De Paul falls into that stuff, but not as much as Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez is the main culprit for falling into all that stuff.
That is why I say he's stay on the bench.
So yeah, so for several reasons, he got to stay on the bench. Press NYCFC high, score early, and then crowd the box on set pieces. All good points, but it comes down to this now, Manny. Prediction time.
Oh boy,
what is you're gonna be there, right?
Oh yeah, I bought my tickets already, man. I'm going with my dad, my grandpa, my friend Julian.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who are they rooting for?
Well, my dad for sure is Inter Miami, dude. He is definitely the perfect rage baiter, man. He is someone that I can't. he'll watch Miami, they'll score, and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm going to bed. This, it's a wrap." And it's like the 5th minute, and that's it. He's going to sleep thinking, "Yeah, Miami won that shit." It's raining on your studio. Is this the first? Is that the first time?
Look at Danny. He's outside, literally getting rained on.
Yeah, but you know what? I never knew what a pergola was until this week. A pergola isn't like a full cover. Like there's like a little slit in the middle.
Isn't it a pergola?
Whatever. Pergola. Whatever. But I'm getting
pergola. What is that?
What is that? I'm getting rained on? Is what's happening right now. All right.
It's not gonna rain on Saturday, right?
Yeah, I hope not. Give me your prediction while I'm here.
No, I don't think so. I checked.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, my prediction, I said it on MLS Moves, it's going to be 4-1. We're going to kick NYCFC's ass. We're on a super high right now.
Oh, Lord.
And I don't think anybody's going to beat Messi. I'm sorry, but that's how it's got to go down. I mean, Sub V is coming in saying Messi's going to be becoming lazy. What?
Oh. I don't know.
Damn, that's lazy. Damn.
I mean, if that's lazy, you don't want him to
probably
put
saw the jersey. That's why he probably saw the jersey and he's like, yeah. Let me not say that. The chat will definitely. They want me back on Saturday for blood if I say that. No,
well, you said 4-1. Manny said, what did you say, Manny?
I didn't say anything because I was about to say it and you learned a new term, which means you're getting sweated on, basically. Yeah. Before I give my prediction, this is actually a pretty cool stat I didn't know about the NYCFC, which makes the game more interesting on this Saturday. So the first 10 road games for NYCFC, they only won One game. And now the last 9 road games for NYCFC, including the playoffs, they only lost 1. So the Road Warriors, that is NYCFC's. That's why I say with this game, it's very interesting because if you're Inter Miami, this is a team you want. You want to face a team like NYCFC if you're gonna, go into MLS Cup and win the whole thing. You want to see a team like NYCFC before you get into the big dance. Okay, because
Absolutely.
San Diego or Vancouver, those are some real ballers. Those 2 teams, they play just like NYCFC but better because they have better talent and they have more pace. That being said, I'm hoping NYCFC can push us to penalties. I think if it's penalties, Freeze will definitely come up clutch and send us to the MLS Cup. But realistically, I do see a lot of goals being scored. I think if ever Inter Miami, if I'm going to be honest with you, it will be interesting. I think it will be tight. I think towards the end, I'm feeling 1-1, and then towards the end, I think Inter Miami, they find their breakthrough, and then NYCFC probably have to press. They throw everybody, and then a counter attack at the at the depth to make it 3-1 maybe. I think it'll be close, but in the end, I think Inter Miami. I think this is Messi's time. He said before international break, if I remember, that he didn't want to play because he wants to take time with Miami very serious. He's getting ready for the he meant 100%. He's taking this very serious. I think as great as NYCFC has been, and it's a great story, I think this is Messi's time. I have to acknowledge that. I can't hate on that. He's showing that he wants it. Everyone has bought in, and this is in my opinion a team to beat just from Messi's form. I think that's a team to beat. But hey, man, I'm hoping I'm wrong. NYCFC has proved me wrong the whole year. We'll see, man. We'll see. It should be fun, though. Definitely a fun game.
Well, Kim Axel is throwing us the
$10.
Super Slam for $10. Shout out to Kim Axel. Probably to buy Danny another pergola.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah.
Go to Walmart real quick, man.
Can you give your score before your computer blows up with all the rain on you?
Well, I don't have a setup inside today, so let's see how we figure this out because this is getting complicated all of a sudden. All right, so Manny said late win for Miami, possibly close all the way to the end. If it goes to PKs, I'm worried because I do think that Matt Freeze.
That is NYC's bread and butter.
Yeah.
With Freeze there, he is a dog. He is a dog.
Rocco Blanco is a G in the goal.
No, in a PK shootout, Matt Freeze will be very dangerous. So I'm
Club America. Did you not watch Club America's PKs, Danny? Are you drunk?
mean the one
Oh,
in preseason?
No,
He made like 3 saves in that PKs.
That's
PKs,
Club America,
Papa. What are we
man.
talking
That's
about?
Club America.
Well,
have you seen Mexican soccer as a whole right now? It is tragic. It is tragic. Not even James wants to be there. That's how tragic that league is, and just everything about it. When you got someone like James that wants to leave, that's brutal.
That's a problem.
That is
Well,
brutal.
let me wrap
Danny.
this up because I'm hearing. Where the hell did this rain come from? My computer's about to blow up. I
Oh, wow.
predict a 3-1 win. It's going to. It's a possibility.
Why are you
I'm
outside, by
predicting-
the way?
I'm
What happened to
predicting
your
a 3-1
studio?
win.
What happened to the setup?
Because we're hosting Thanksgiving tomorrow, so we got a mess inside. So I decided, you know what? The backyard's kind of nice. I'll use the backyard.
Chris, now I remember, you know why he's in the backyard, right? He has to host because after the games on Sunday, I told my family, listen, Danny they're not welcome in here unless they want to watch the 2021 Cup run all over again. So yeah, there you go.
Hey.
Yeah, kick
So,
them out for that.
So I got to figure things out because the pergola, as Chris corrected me, it has a big hole in the middle, and it started to the water started to drip down from certain sides. Ooh, if you can hear
Oh,
that,
look at that.
Oh my gosh! Oh my God! That's like right on you. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
I gotta finish the show.
Oh,
All right,
my God.
I say
Let's
3-1.
finish
Let's go.
before you
Speed.
blow up.
I say 3-1.
What?
And then and yeah, that's it. 3-1. We'll be in the MLS Cup final. Oh, it's going on the other side. It's about to get on my computer. And I'm gonna run out here, Chris. I'll let you wrap up the show, Chris. I gotta
What a
run
show.
inside. All right, see
What
you,
has
Manny.
happened?
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I don't know, Manny, but guys, subscribe to my son's channel, Battered Herons Chris. Check him out. It's a cool channel that he's working on, and he needs new subscribers. So check that out, Manny. Thank you so much for
Oh, thank
coming
you guys
on
for
with us
having me,
tonight.
man. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, it
I've
was.
been wanting to do this for
it
such
was
a
a
long
blast, brother.
time, and then when I saw Manny sucks, I was like, okay, I definitely have to say something.
that's
But
it.
when? And this is perfect. This is the perfect moment.
Yeah, no, it was.
Yeah.
It was beautiful here. We had a lot of love, and guys,
Yeah,
much
soccer daddy.
appreciated. Yeah, and Xavier's asking, is your son's name Chris? And no, it says Chris Son, so that's what it is. Battered Herons Chris Son. So yeah, guys, we're gonna go check up on Danny because he's getting
Oh
soaked
man, it's gonna be
while
rough.
doing the
That's what the
podcast.
ambulance outside was for. They were ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, thank you guys so much for listening on audio, on whatever platform. Leave 5 stars. Thank you guys in the chat. You guys are the best.
Remember who daddy is,
and
chat.
guys, uy, qué pena. Guys,
We'll leave it on
thanks for hanging out with us. Like and subscribe. Much appreciated. Until the next one, everybody, have a good one.
Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.